Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, the big question, are we going to reach the Shiba Inu magical price of 1 cent by burning? Is it still realistic? I mean, with everything going on right now, probably a lot of you are asking, well, you know what, the fees charged for the burning are not enough, okay? After the hard fork, this has all changed, and now the fees we're collecting are very small. We're never going to be able to burn. What's going on? Do the SHIB developers have something in mind that is evil? Are they trying to destroy the ecosystem? What on earth is going on? Okay, so a lot of these questions are going through their minds, and I get it. People like to panic, want to panic. It's sad, but it happens, okay? And what you're gonna have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason for everything, and I'm gonna explain it to you, okay? It's very simple. You're gonna have to think more in the long term, and I know a lot of the influencers that you actually watch might make you think that Satoshi and the other developers are actually trying to ruin the ecosystem. They're stealing and everything is going back bad. But you know what? It's absolute rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. The whole point of reducing the fees on these Shibarium burns is to attract more projects. Okay, we want to attract more projects. In order for us to attract more projects, we are going to have to reduce the fees, because it's not sustainable for many projects to work to use this blockchain. Trust me, guys, I could make videos where people talk about, the fees that just don't equate. They just don't level out. And in order for, the developers, for this ecosystem to attract many new projects, many businesses, whatever, just a lot in terms of volume, it is going to require to give them a bit of privilege, okay, before we can pump this. So they will need these lower transaction fees. Look at this average transaction fees. You see how much it charge, and obviously it drops after the hard fork. You see, guys, here you have it as well. It drops, and I know some people are saying, well, it's like literally 100 times less than what we were charging a few days before. I get it. And in the pool, okay, of the burning pool, we accumulated so much. We're accumulating way more. But you know what, guys, in order for this to really start popping off, we are gonna require these projects to go in, because they could be providing the volume. You get what I'm trying to say here? They provide the volume. They are the ones that are going to be using Shibarium the most, okay? Their projects are going to be going through a lot of transactions. So in order for them to for us to keep them, we're going to have to lower the fees for them to sustainably, keep these projects alive. And in return, what they do is they offer volume. They spread, basically their success. It gets spread along social media, word of mouth, and so on, and other projects start joining in. And if we have some big projects, okay, that gives more reputation, more privilege, and larger volumes. Simple as that, guys. It's a bit like, if I had to use an example, let me take for example a country that basically charges a lot of tax. Now that country is not going to attract a lot of business people. Businesses want to find places where they can pay less tax, where they can feel more comfortable, where obviously it is debatable, because some say, well, it's very greedy and stuff, but believe me, a lot they will be in losses if they are paying too much tax. So for them it's very hard, and especially when they are starting off. And this is what we're going to see a lot with Shibarium. We're going to see a lot of these projects just starting off. They need sustainable fees, and that is something that Shibarium always promised. I've always preached and I've always said, guys, Shibarium, fast, quick, cheap fees, okay? And I always made it very clear, and I know it's a fine line between charging these cheap fees, and then we have, higher fees, but which could equate to higher burns. But guys, the burns will come in. The burns will come in once all the projects come in. Once they start working on this blockchain, they will be basically compensating with the volume. The volume is going to be so high, and then perhaps, when we have a ton of projects, the fees will start going up, and that's going to contribute more to the burning. But the first step is to attract the demand. The demand is very, very important. If we just concentrate on the burns, we're never going to get this blockchain running. That's the thing. A lot of potential projects that could build, that could grow on Shibarium, that could then produce crazy amounts of volume are going to be missed out on, because at the end of the day, we are just being selfish. We want things to be very, very quick, and I think it is being selfish. I'm sorry guys, but I do believe it's very selfish if we start raising the fees too high right now, because we want to see these quick dopamine effects of burns. The burns will happen. You can see the burns. But the burns it'll be much better if we can have the volume, because at least everybody's using the blockchain. The blockchain is growing, it's producing volume, and it's attracting more and more. So look at, for example, Shibarium, this website. Every day they are putting up, a lot of news in regards to Shibarium projects that want to work on Shibarium. This is not going to be possible if the fees are very, very high, because it just won't be, like I said, sustainable and efficient for them to work on it. They just won't be able to run these projects. And I could go into some mathematical equations. Probably I'll talk to some of these Shibarium builders and ask them for their reasons. For sure, it would be very interesting. But I can assure you right now that they are looking for the cheapest alternative. And once you get 1, you get 2, you get 10, and it just starts multiplying. And after, when we have already established ourselves in the blockchain market, when we're up there, when we're at the top, then we can start dictating higher fees, perhaps, if it can work out. But now it is time to actually be more flexible, to be more understanding. And the way what we're investing, apart from the money that we've already invested in loading up our bags and stuff, is our time. So if you can be patient, this will all pay off. Believe me, if it was very easy, if there was just one way to go, we'd all do it. But this way, of course, is gonna cause some criticism, because there are a lot of these SHIB influencers that don't mind actually fudding on this topic. But I do understand it. I understand why they're doing this. So just take it for a moment and think of for example, the example that I have used of the country's taxes. Businesses will want to go and work, will want to set themselves up and be productive in places where they can pay less tax. They want to look for these areas. And some people find this, unethical, whatever. We could go into this in another video, but the point is that is what attracts. And once, the country can attract enough of these businesses, then they can actually start dictating some rules or laws or whatever they want in their favor. But first they need to attract. And now you have the countries that basically charge too much tax. Well, you know what, guys? A lot of them are just gonna run away from these places, okay? Because why would they pay too much? Why? It's hard to run the business. It's not easy, so it doesn't make any sense. So they find other places, and it is like this for this blockchain. Okay, so these fees are all for a reason, and right now we are just on the mission of increasing demand. Demand is so important. You will see how actually many influencers even say themselves that, demand goes almost over burns, because with demand everything will come. Then we can talk about burns and so on. Okay, so many things will be happening. But as of now, what can I say? Very grateful, very thankful for the fact that we are strong. Okay, I can see a lot of people that are very united, and they're ready for the bull run. I'm ready for it. I can't wait to go into 2024. Going to be very exciting times for everyone. And guys, like I've said many times, please, trust the process. It's all done for a reason. It's very difficult sometimes, to be 100% just, spot on. because yeah, there will be errors and there will be little mistakes made, and we will try to hold them accountable. But overall, I feel like we are, in a very, very strong position now. We finally see this these Shibarium burns. We have actually, gained a lot of popularity. Holders are growing, so exciting things are coming. But as of now, make sure that you subscribe and turn that notifications bell on. Make sure you comment down below how you're feeling, how you're doing. All that great stuff really does matter. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.